Welcome to Right Good evening.
Oh,
good evening.
Good evening.
I went with the Villarreal for a minute. Your man Unai Emery.
Oh, aye, good evening. By the way, you came in late with both of you, but one's came in that door, one's came in that door.
He came on his motorbike, didn't he? I was out there talking to his dog.
Aye, dog's outside, innit?
I was looking at St. Bos, wasn't it? He was Ranger. He was Ranger.
I did that from.
Yeah. Went to the Youth Cup final last night.
How was it, Simon?
Standard was brilliant, to be honest with you.
Was it, mate?
Really impressed.
Tell me about it.
Rangers v Hearts.
Aye.
Rangers miles better first half, could have been 6 up. Hearts better second half, finished 2-1, but good
Any
football.
players stand outside?
7 for Rangers, McInally, really good.
Was he?
Really good.
What age group is that? So,
Under 18s.
18s.
I've heard Rangers youth setup's amazing.
Rangers played well first half.
And the
But they went
forward
for a wee
areas.
4 diamond too.
What were they like?
Rory Wilson, number 9, really good as well.
Right.
Hearts sat off first half, sat off them, don't know why. Rangers could have been 6 up, second half went and pressed them. Hearts a better team, second half could have maybe nicked it in the end. But I went for food at Bar Vinny and I need to give him a shout out, mate.
Berlin's
Berlin. I've been in Berlin. You've done that.
Bar Vinny, mate, Victoria Road. Was that a big bowl of lasagna, a glass of red wine, 12 quid.
Did you?
Beautiful.
Oh, did you get that in prison? That'd be good. And you get the
Right, so what, because of the food I had, I wanted to ask you, what would be your last ever meal?
chicken sandwich meal.
Like, oh, you are a pleb, man.
yeah.
Like, chicken sandwich would be your last ever meal. You're a dick.
No, but you listen. No, but listen.
What you like.
No, but what I'm saying is you
Happy
can't
meal.
pick something that you need to know you're going to enjoy it.
I know.
And I know I'm going to enjoy it. I don't want to risk getting there.
I know.
What would yours be?
Happy meal.
What would you? I usually Sunday roast.
No, it usually be Gerante's Boys. Gerante's Boys.
Granny's boys. I would have a steak. I'd have a nice big steak.
He's boring.
I'd have a nice big steak.
Steak?
Big steak.
Big steak, would you?
Skinny fries and
Oh.
onion rings.
Oh.
Lovely. Mushrooms.
I'm interested in this guy.
Nah, I'd skip the meal, just go for the bevy.
Brilliant.
No, so you get a meal and you get a drink.
I
That's
get
what
a
you
drink
pick.
as well.
Do you know what? You're not going to believe. I'd go for something just like beans and toast.
Ah, fuck off.
Oh, great.
Wasted money.
I'm happy with beans and toast.
Yeah.
It brings
What's
back
your
people-
last meal?
Memories.
Your last meal.
Mate, you'd be fat like fuck before you died.
That's why he wants it.
That's it. Aye. Leave them all.
Pumping
It'd be the
away.
farts that would kill you.
You'd be pumping away.
Right, Grosvenor Sport, the tremendous Grosvenor Sport.
Yeah, sign up offer from Grosvenor Sport is bet £5 and get £25 in free bets on any sport. I'm not even going to ask the question I do every week. It's terrible. Sign up at gsport.com/open goal. But Simon, to get me onto YouTube right
No,
now.
I want to say to on the any sport, John Higgins last night.
Wow.
Fucking steal, mate.
Right. I didn't see last night.
12, it was 12-11 down with
Right, I
two.
watched him yesterday.
A century break.
Aye, but
And then he goes in and
he was
clears
playing
it
against a
back.
guy, and the guy was the slowest player ever to.
Well, do you know who's coaching the
That
guy?
guy,
You know who's coaching that guy? Ebden, mate. Horny Ebden.
Horny Ebden.
Right. Glad to hear it because I watched a wee bit. Was it yesterday morning or afternoon? And he was out of sorts a wee bit. He wasn't. He wasn't at his best, so he came on to a game. Right, good stuff.
That's because he's fucking starving, mate. Have you seen how thin he
He's
is?
not on the McGee one, is he?
He's not on
He's
the
eating nothing. Aye.
No, he's on the crab salad
looks
diet.
great.
He looks
Salads a
great.
day, innit?
Aye, he does look well. I'm sure he does.
He's defying gravity into nature. Because at that age,
Gravity,
you should,
nature.
you should never be in that position at that age. Shouldn't be, it's never been done
What
before.
position's that he's getting in at that age? Doggy.
He's good at the doggy.
He's always wanted to go doggy, isn't he? It's
He's on the table, innit?
Big John, he's an athlete, though, isn't he?
Yes, now, mate.
Yes,
It's
I know.
It's
I know.
the
Wizard the Wisher.
There was a Wisher.
Brilliant, but
Wish I would. Good boy as well.
champion,
He's a
innit?
good boy.
Great boy, isn't he?
Great lad,
He's the
aye.
best guy I've ever wrote since I opened go best guy I've ever had on here.
Cheers.
No, but I mean, I know news now, but I mean as in a guest that came on. You're the guest, you know what I mean? He's a guest that came
I've been
on.
in his company before.
Brilliant.
Did you been up to
Wait, sorry, he was in John Higgins' company. Can we just, I want to hear
I know,
that.
you're right.
No, it was just a wee Q&A,
Good boy.
and I couldn't believe. I mean, this guy's
Up there.
aye, big time. And he was dead. Just like a lot of them you meet, you don't get disappointed. It was just dead down to earth, just a normal guy. What you expect? No arrogance, no nothing. Just liked his football. Obviously, he's a big Celtic
Golfer,
fan.
likes his
Get
golf.
Go
Likes
that.
his
They're
golf.
good. The most of them are all good golfers. But I like that when you meet somebody like that, and it could be big time, and he wasn't.
What was
Just
it
a
you
normal.
said you were telling us off camera, the thing you kept doing with the fat end of the queue, so what was it?
I
No,
don't
I'm
think
still telling you.
I don't like
camera.
that. You shouldn't have said that.
I know.
YouTube, Paul.
YouTube, Simon, as we always say, as always, please remember to subscribe.
Oh, good word.
Have you got the on your hair?
Wait, look at
YouTube
the
channel.
I mean, no, sorry, listen, I've been going for
No,
the...
no,
I've been
no,
going for
no.
me under the wax. I've been going for me on wax recently, but do you know what, I don't feel... I don't
You don't feel greasy enough.
Coming in ginger. Coming in ginger.
That's when the Slane's. That's when the
Ed Sheeran's made it
rely on that's what they want to be.
Greasy.
Greasy.
Is that ginger? Is he a bit
That's
ginger?
one of the best comebacks ever.
Your hair.
Your hair, isn't it?
Better than Fury's, isn't it? Unbelievable, it really is.
You know, with Tintin.
You had a shower this
You were
morning?
distraught that night. I looked in.
I know.
I was right into your
See,
eyes.
you know when you do something.
Aye, I
and
remember
after
we were
it, you
looking
go,
at him and all.
Why did I do that? That night
I looked
when he
at-
shaved, it was.
Because he's the best, innit? Because he's the GOAT.
I could see his face. It was like, why the?
No
fuck
half
have I done
measures
this?
with you, boy. You just went for it.
Oh, no, there is half measures, believe me. There's a wee half inch around it.
That's why I can't do half measures. I've always been doing it all my life.
So wait, you've not had a shower this morning? Just when you think he's getting somewhere. Just when you think he's getting somewhere.
No, come on.
Be honest, have you not had a shower?
And I was actually up. I was up at 7:30 today, and I went in. My ma was in, but it was weird because the water.
What, in the shower?
You're
No,
only
the
10
water
minutes
was-
away from here.
The water wasn't on the shower, so she
water
must have
was
been a shit.
Did you share it?
Oh, your mum was just standing in the shower naked?
No,
in the water?
it's like the water wasn't coming. So
Bottle of Evian, wasn't she? She was like that with a bottle of...
How come your water wasn't on? Which fucking...
no.
He's putting soap, fucking... You use water.
Did you keep putting soap in
Fucking
it?
hell, he's fucking stopping everything else.
No, listen.
Let me explain yourself, come on.
No, so I woke up at 7:30. I was like, fuck, so I was in the shower, so the door was shut. I went to the door to listen, but there was no water coming out. I could hear a wee bit of grunting, so he must have been doing a shit. I don't like saying that about my mum, but
You didn't want to go to the shower after that, do you?
So what I was saying...
Please tell me you've got a window in your bathroom.
Oh,
No.
brilliant.
Oh, you've not got a window in your bathroom?
No, the one with the shower in it. But see, so I always say to the family, if you're going to do a shite date downstairs toilets, we've got a window down there. So what I waited when my ma came out,
But
I
you
said,
shouldn't do it downstairs in case guests come in.
Aye, that's a good...
you know what
Get
they're
upstairs,
coming in
they're
for,
not going to be
don't they?
upstairs.
Who smells like anyway?
That makes it better.
Yeah, need to come to
See
see
me
you.
wee the door. So when she came out, I was like, I need to obviously let it be 15 minutes, let it pass, and then I'll go in. But when that 15-minute window, Melissa walked in and had a shower then, so I was out of time.
She's around the bathroom.
Wait to get to this venue. He does one every morning he comes in.
Oh, you done shit small, yeah.
That was once, mate. Come on, get some break,
I know,
man.
once.
No, you did that everywhere you go. That's pre-mark. In here.
What a dog guy.
Be careful, this guy. If he's walking into your shop, he's coming in for a shite. And it doesn't matter where it is.
That's a bad reputation.
It's a bad, it's disgusting. But listen, when you've done it pre-mark,
Smart
there's no coming
territory,
back.
isn't it?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Tells you everything that would do a shite in pre-mat, but no one has.
I can't go on with my week until I know what you've been up to. And I think the public want to know as well. You're the...
I think his eyes tell you what he's up to.
What do you think I've been up to?
It's been a full week.
I'll tell you what.
Wet
I
and
was
wild
in.
stuff.
Can I wee shout out?
Let it shout to you, little fucking game. How did you get a chance?
Town Hall Primary School. I was invited in there yesterday.
He's getting paid for all this.
No, I wasn't.
Shout
I was. It wasn't even show racism a red card, which you normally get into schools. I was just asked as a wee favour. They can do a wee chat. Oh, they would have loved your part.
I don't do nothing for nothing.
What, you think wait, sorry, you think kids would love his pattern?
Aye.
Oh, well.
Aye. Oh, they're brilliant.
Right, by the way.
Education it's called. It's called education.
Right, so what would you say to kids?
No, I'd take my side and just have a wee word with them. You know.
You get a 10
So a good wee date.
A great wee date, and we had a wee keep you up competition. Well, no competition.
You won that.
Easy.
You are the place.
Oh, easy.
I can't see you keep that. You were three.
No,
You were at halfway
that's my
line.
strength, by the way. We go to
Three. And you were at halfway line.
Shoot! It was great. The range were great, and it was good because there was a good mixture. Rangers Celtic fans in the classroom, and I said to him, when I go into a classroom, I treat it like his restroom. You go to have fun. We were talking about a couple of wee serious subjects, but we get about.
Did I take your clothes off and put a stick on there? Is that what you mean?
You might have. You seen our teachers were lovely, stunning by the way, absolutely stunning. So I'm getting too old.
Shout out to the teachers.
My missus doesn't look that.
Shout out to the teachers.
You can't shout. Oh, they were stunning. Aye.
When did that happen? I went to school with the 30. The 30.
No, they were just very respectful, but I could imagine.
I'd still be at school. My teachers were
So the question, what the public want to know, what's 30,000 doing at night?
What's the day at night?
That's what we want to know.
Wait, what you mean, man?
I think when let me just type
Set the
it.
scene.
So see when it goes to sort of 10 o'clock in the tail, you get staff, what's your route in your night then? That's what we
No,
want.
before that, I'd probably get ripped to shreds with my two boys. But they love ripping me.
Ripping your clothes out?
Aye.
They're mental, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
They're
Why's your
pals.
boys ripping your clothes out?
No, I'm not ripping my clothes out. They're ripping the piss out of me. That's what they're doing.
Aye.
So but they're back training last night. Aye. So but as soon as they come in, it's chaos.
At
So
10 o'clock, what happens?
How do you go
toddle
upstairs?
off to my bedroom.
How'd you go upstairs? You
And Carol got together?
No, well, we're downstairs. The
Different
boys are
rooms.
Upstairs. We just
So they can't hear you.
you often wonder that, don't you? I'm a screamer.
No, I don't.
What about you, Frank? What have you been up to?
He was away in London.
I'm not a
Oh, he was
screamer.
away again, wasn't he? Maybe
was
Tony
away.
Cotty, some guy's house. Seen that
No,
on
it
Twitter?
wasn't some guy's house. It was, I was a guy. I went there just before it. That was somebody had paid to go for a drink with me.
Robbing it.
Crazy, yeah. Robbing it.
Tony auctioned me one of his lunches, and the guy paid money for me to go for a drink with him and a meal and that. So there was 6 of them, me, ETC. It was good fun.
Oh, was that alright?
Good fun.
Is it?
Brilliant.
You
In
just
London?
entertaining.
Just no Essex. It was in Essex.
Was the message to me?
No.
Oh, there you go.
They days of
Time did you get at?
Yeah. Oh, it was all right. We started about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So it was about 12 or something.
That's a bit late, is it not? 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
I didn't get done yet this week.
Loves the life, doesn't it?
Done next week again. Done next weekend.
Leave the football
I'm
today.
Saying, are you?
I'm doing again next weekend. So that's good.
Man,
in
the
London.
icon.
In London.
I'm not going to reveal the name.
Next
Mate,
weekend.
so see when you're downstairs and
No, you're right.
and the boys are upstairs?
Must see some function here up
Oh,
there.
wait,
Ross is
your
practicing in his
Phone up
room.
the pole.
Can you not hear his high heels hitting off the roof?
Where's the pool?
Somebody made a delivery to his work the other day, and it was actually asked the question, "Are you the stripper?" Oh, shit like that. That's in it.
Amazing.
Oh, but I love that.
Ah, brilliant.
Aye, VIP 45. They do sell motors, but also
I read the
got
late
my boy
hours,
a
innit?
different career in stripping. So, well done. I tell you what, it's good for him.
Does he go
He's
full
working
nipple?
himself into
Does he get his
shape.
nipples out or does he? Does he
No, he
keep
doesn't usually. Has he be tassels or not?
The wee tassels, right?
He's good at it. Like, fair play to him, listen. But
Aye, well done, Ross.
me and Frank had a meeting this morning before you came in, and the Coop Show's going to be very special. Probably the last Coop Show of the season, I think. There's going to be one of the special
Special
guests you'll ever
Special
get.
guest,
And it's
yeah.
a proper special
I'm going to
guest.
ask. I'm going to ask.
I don't think we can reveal, it'll take away the excitement. It's a proper special guest.
We'll pay his flight tonight. We'll pay his flight tonight if he wants to come up.
Aye. Make good dinner.
He is coming up though, that's the thing.
All right.
He's in Glasgow, but it's just whether we can get him on. But he's done.
Monday.
That's top draw.
So if you're the man that you say, Ari, I expect him to
I'm
be sitting
here on my
here.
way.
That's what I'm saying. You can appoint you.
But we might be able to go down up to London and do it dinner.
That'd be something.
That'd be good.
And West Ham
Hey,
nearly give it away.
Aye, nearly.
I think you would have him in toast. I really do.
No, I think
you would.
I'll be in awe of this man. I
No.
tell you, he's a very good looking man. Isn't he?
I think
Sure
so.
is.
Oh, God, aye.
What
That
was he
man
doing at 5
oozes
minutes?
sexuality.
I'll ask him.
Then it's
I'll
not-
ask you
so I
questions.
just-
For anyone thinking it's no wee Durante.
But no, this guy is, isn't he? He's
Top draw.
top, isn't he?
Top
Isn't he,
draw.
huh?
Right, big
He
week.
should some life.
Oh, aye.
Big week. Big
Give
week.
it up, then,
Massive.
doesn't he? Give it up.
Has he gave it up?
Aye. He just winds people up with these big words and that. People go, they don't understand what he says, so they just carry on.
Nah, I don't understand the fucking
No, that's point.
Didn't United manager?
Is that who's coming on?
That's just coming on Tom Course and his pants.
He's the man.
So big week 7, as you just said there. Celtic Rangers.
Sunday, Celtic Park, noon.
Then showdown.
Showdown.
Title decider, innit?
Here's a question for you.
Pardon me.
Does the league end Sunday, Frank?
Yes.
Celtic win?
I think a draw will do. I think if it's a draw, that'll be good enough for Celtic. So.
They're not going to play for a draw. So
No,
Celtic
no
will.
chance, no chance. But I'm saying if it's a draw, I think it's more or less over. But if Celtic win, done.
Yeah.
Very short and sweet, I like it.
Yeah.
What if Rangers win then, Derek, and it goes down to 3? Is it still back on?
Again, it's like last week or the week before, it depends. They've got a massive game in Europe to negotiate, and it is massive, and you just wonder, you know.
Well, I wasn't here
you
last
wonder
week,
if it's
Dale,
going
but
to. You
I
wonder
tell you
if it's
what.
going to take a lot out of them, you know, because by God, you know, they showed some character, you know,
Right.
against Braga and then against Celtic, you know, into extra time. It was unbelievable.
that's what I
I'm
can't
thinking,
believe.
can you go back to?
But and Motherwell as well, by the way. The
I
weekend
know,
going down to
I know.
10 men.
Have they got enough left in the tank? They need to, and again, you look at the Morelos, Roof, no there, so having to find a different way. So listen, the odds are stacked against Rangers. We're not getting away for the fact we know Celtic are heavy favourites to take the title, but you just don't know in the games. Can they go there again? Listen, it wouldn't surprise me because I tell you what, I've fair enjoyed my Thursday nights.
So far, West Ham been doing great.
But no, it's listen, Celtic. One thing, Celtic will need to play at their very best, I think, to beat Rangers. Because if you look at the last 2 games, we talk about into extra time, but the game before that, when we spoke about Celtic showing on our side of them, so Rangers and the games have been good. Haven't they? They've been really, and sometimes you think in the past they have been a wee bit, let's not get away from it, a wee bit one-sided, you know, but no, I think they're pretty evenly matched, but
he's got them playing
home advantage is going to be massive. Slaying. You know that yourself.
I think Derek, the 2 games Celtic won, Rangers sat off them. The game that Rangers went front foot, so I think they're going to go that way.
100%. And it'll be interesting to see if Celtic maybe change something. You know, Ange sticks to his philosophies and he believes, but if Rangers are going to press you, will he maybe go a wee bit more direct and do the sides of them? Or will he go and try and keep playing the way
he's got a great problem. It must be a great problem as a manager. So who you pick, because they're on form. Who you picking up front? And up front is, for me, that's why he's getting the big bucks.
But that game in the Celtic did struggle to get
Giakoumakis and Kyogo.
So who do you think will start there?
I don't know. I mean, it's either one of them bringing off the bench could score goals. So
Kyogo's got to start.
I think
Kyogo's going to start for Celtic.
I mean, he had a few chances at the weekend, but he's not played for a while. But they chances he won it this week.
Great movement.
Great movement. His movement is
stretches teams, doesn't he? He wants to play on the back of people. He doesn't have to come to the ball
between defence.
Which I think that's because he's not going to talk. He's not going to take Maida or Jota. He's not going to take any of them.
So the one thing I would say with Rangers, they have risen to the occasion. Seen the big games, and this is another obviously massive game. You know, so they'll do everything to stop obviously Celtic. You know, winning the title. You know,
I think it's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be a really good game. I think it'll be open.
That's what I've enjoyed.
I really do.
With the Rangers Celtic Rangers game, there've been good games of football. They've been exciting, and there's no doubt we're going to get another one.
The referee's got to let some tackles. I mean, it's the game's gone soft. These games are. There's going to be
too many though, isn't it?
Well,
I don't know, did he? But I thought it was a great game. You know, the semi-final, no, but the one before that was good.
That's risen to the occasion a few times, hasn't it?
Do you know we're maybe stuck in the 80s and the 90s because some of the tackles.
What were your clues?
Aye, absolutely. Oh, don't you talk about but in terms of the tackles going in, because I sit and argue with my boys, with Ross and Darren, about a tackle I think it's alright, you know, and they're going, sending off.
I'm the same.
But see the sad thing, 90% of the time they're right.
Your son, was it booked, then they never, the other one, it was the same tackle, they never touched it, they never booked him. And the Aberdeen boys were going after Reid. I watched it last night. And it was like, oh my God.
You just wanted to get in there, you watched football last night.
I did.
I seen an interview with Callum McGregor during the week, and he says that we need to be more aggressive in this game. So they I think they realised that the last game Rangers out muscled down.
But do you not think Celtic were aggressive at Ibrox? And you know, and it made for the game like a cracking game. And then Rangers had to react. And they did react, and they were more physical. So what you're going to get, the two of them are going to up the ante. So what you've got a recipe for is there might be some sending offs, controversy, the whole shebang, and that's what comes with that fixture.
Prediction time.
Okay,
Celtic need to press better this game. I think whoever presses better wins the game. But I think it'll be a draw because I think both of them will be so at it.
Aye. And remember I said that last time, I thought it'll be goals, it'll be open, it'll be attacking, they'll go at each other. Because I think Rangers learned for that game at Parkhead when they get they get a bit of a doing, didn't they? So they did learn, and fair play to Van Bronckhorst, they learned for it, and they have been on the front foot. You need to go and press, you need to get forward. But when you take away Morelos, you take away Roof, it is a big miss. Sakala's in there. I like wee Scotty Wright, you know, because I like guys with up front, they've got that pace, that movement. When you talk about the Celtic boys like that, you know, they've got that. You know, they're never standing still. So Rangers have got, and you've got to have runners for the middle of the park. I think that's key as well, that go beyond.
I think he'll handle it. The atmosphere at Celtic Park is right.
Okay.
Do you think so?
Aye. I think, do you know something? To me, he looks a confident lad. I think somebody he's been But it's always that it's going to be aimed at him. He doesn't do it consistently enough. But, you know, he's not had much of a chance at times. So he's got his opportunity. Comes on 10 men against Motherwell. And Motherwell's always a difficult venue. I thought it was a great goal. But I like the pace and the movement at times. If you've not got that power and that physique up front, you find a different way. And that's what they've got. And what key for me is you need that dynamism, that runs through the middle of the park. You know, to go beyond.
So who'd you play up front, Derek? Sakala?
Aye, and right, and maybe Kent there. You've just got you've got plenty of movement, you know, which sometimes centre halves, you know, like Carter Vickers, who's been brilliant this season, they sometimes like to play it against a centre forward and go up against them. But when you've got guys that are never standing still, the way he played, he was always on the move, channels coming short, they're a nightmare to play against. So that's what Rangers have got to try and produce on Sunday. Bring the types of guys to the fore and play that type of football.
I just don't know.
But Celtic play that type of football.
There's got to be a lot of space in behind, or when if Taylor goes and Ralston goes, there's space in behind it.
Would you do that, Sam?
I think Starfield's got pace now and he's coming into a game.
Could come down to the goalies as well. How well the goalkeepers play as well. So that's what's brilliant about the game.
See what you're saying about would I maybe change something going on? Would you do it?
I don't think you will.
Would you do it? But if you were a manager? Well,
I'd be braver. I'd tell them to be braver than they were at Hampden. Like you said, I thought they went away for that a wee bit. So it just shows you when you do go away for it, it doesn't work. So maybe he needs to emphasise we need to be more braver and try and play against their press. So that's why I think it'll make for
you can't even think now. The Thursday night now, Rangers playing Thursday night. You can't even think that's going to be a better on it now after the last game, can't you?
No.
You can't even,
unless you get to do it.
I don't.
Maybe there's
and you look at that side. I mean, they've 15 games. Leipzig, they've been unbeaten. I think they did get beaten Sunday, right? But I think maybe I was at Berlin they get beat with, but they've maybe been preparing, maybe rested a few. I don't know. I know the two centre backs I think are suspended. So
Leipzig's are they?
Aye, which is a wee boost. But you look at Rangers obviously missing in the forward areas, but that could have a bearing as well, because you don't want to take it down. I don't think they will, because I don't think the way you'll set up against them. But it's just that, can you keep going back to the tank? Can you keep producing? And when you're missing your better players up the top end,
talisman.
Sometimes it's going to take its toll at some time.
I just think that the thought of going into Celtic Park and winning, you basically won the league. I just think that'll be too great for Rangers. I think Celtic will run out of them, honestly. I just think that there, they've been heavily criticised, no this team, but Celtic as a club last year for not producing. And I just think I think that was on their mind in Hampden, because not one of them kicked the ball. I mean, it's like...
What do you think what was on the mind of Hampden?
Just going to Parkhead and win the league, No.
I
know it shouldn't be, but not one of the team played well. I mean, there was nobody. So... It's the old saying, that you win together and you lose together, but it was like everybody, there was no really any pass marks. So you're thinking, why? I mean, because no way Anne set it up to be, that way.
What I've enjoyed about this Rangers side is take away the football, is the passion and the character, and I love all that side of the game. So I do. Because without that, to me, you can be found wanting, and I've just loved the way they've kept going. I didn't think, I'll be honest with you, I didn't think early in the season they had that in them. So they've proved me right.
They're all big boys, though, aren't they? They're all big.
But it's that inside that to keep
going.
To
keep going.
So what do you think? Scores? You want to do the predictions?
I'll go 2-0.
I'll go 2-0. I'll go 1-1.
I'm going to go 2-0.
What do you think I'm going to go?
Yeah,
Rangers
1-0.
Of course, and
I don't know, man. I need to see the teams as well.
See if I've got. It's again. See if I go in my head. I'm thinking it's a 1 each or a 2 each. If I go in my heart, I'm hoping it's going to be 2-1 to Rangers. So there you go. I'm honest up front, but I do think it could be a draw. But again, goals in it. So it is in a cracking game. So what
are you going?
2-0 Celtic.
2-0 Celtic.
2-0 or 2-1.
Don't want people to think I'm just saying it all the time.
2-0 or 2-1.
That's what you think, mate.
Thanks.
2-0 or 2-1.
See what you think.
Who are you playing up front in this game?
I think you need to go Kyogo. He's a different level. I think he's a different level for everyone.
So do I. I agree, mate. I agree.
Jackie Marcus has done brilliant. Don't get me wrong, he's done absolutely brilliant. And he deserves the place. But pace-wise, they will not like the pace and the movement he does. So, and it gives more. I think Jota prefers it when Kyogo goes, because he playing brilliant, isn't he? Jota, when the movement up front, when there's movement up front, it's taking people away. So, aye.
Just want to go.
Giamakis plays up against people, doesn't he? Whereas Kyogo plays in between two. He occupies two instead of just one, and it leaves more space for your Jotas and your...
Make the point earlier, but the Rangers players have got to be like that.
He likes to tackle as well, Kyogo.
He's an animal.
A couple of times I've seen him and he's going, and then he helps him up.
Big Charlie said that, didn't he? Big Charlie said he looks like the nicest guy in the world. On the pitch, he best fuck it. That's brilliant,
that's what you look for.
If you ask Wilson or Balogun or whoever it is, who would you rather play? I think they would say Giamakis.
Oh, aye. I would think so.
Because he's that special, like Kyogo.
Andy Halliday made the point of maybe a Rebo playing up front for Rangers. What do you think of that?
False nine, as they call it, isn't it?
False nine, he's calling it.
It's an option, but I would rather go with the guys we were talking about, with the movement. You know, I would go with Scott Wright, I would go with Sakala, I'd go with Kent. As I say, that just that movement. No, just in a fixed position, just allow them a wee bit of freedom to go behind, come short, just on the ball and cause Celtic problems.
Fascinating stuff.
Fascinating.
Do you want to go down low?
Well, there's Richard Gordon, I think.
Well, have you heard the news?
Nah.
He's leaving.
No, he's on the Saturday show. That would be weird.
Richard.
Are you in?
To take over?
They've no name.
Forced him out.
Forced him out.
They've no named the successor?
No, so...
Fancy it,
are you in the running?
Not interested in that.
I'll tell you what.
Who's some of the names that have been mentioned?
There's no names been mentioned. So I've not got a clue. See that job that he does? It's frightening.
It's like just selling it TV. It's hard to do.
But no, Jeff's in a studio, right? So he's got computers and all that. He sits with his phone. So he does. He's got a phone and he's got bits of paper with stats and all that.
He's making too much money in this. He can go to BBC One.
But he's watching something on that phone.
Right, so but everything, the stats and all that, how he does it, it's mind-boggling.
It's easy, folks.
No,
What's hard about what he checks? A stat on his phone?
No, and keeping towing every one of us in the lower leagues. Even dips into your league as well.
Never get a mention. Never gets a mention.
Always gets a mention.
He's not once said anything about football.
Cove Rangers, the guys
all the time. Not once. Not once have you mentioned the football we play.
No,
embarrassing.
Disappointing.
Embarrassing.
Really disappointing.
Rather watch people kick about the pitch.
Really disappointing. We want to teach our kids.
What did you say? Do you want to go what, down low?
Aye, down low.
Why don't you gaze a wee?
No, listen.
Are you down low dance or something?
I'm trying to take myself more sensible these days.
Oh, yeah, right. For the BBC job.
It's not watching every move at the moment.
Are you sure you can look at a phone and a piece of paper at the same time though? Do you think you can do that? Do you think you can manage that?
I need to be careful. They're watching every step I take.
Mate, where else is that?
Hankey's been somewhere. It's a funny smell off that.
No.
It's a funny smell off that Frankie boy.
They days have gone. They days are well gone. Yeah.
But listen, I can't believe this. I mean, it's been a two-horse race for a long time with St Johnstone and Dundee. But Dingus, is he new? Sorry.
Dingus sounds like a horse's name.
It does, doesn't it?
Dirty Dingus, a horse.
Dirty Dingus.
Does sound like a horse.
Dirty naked Dingus.
But can you believe, wait here, this man, if St Johnstone beat, I've done this this morning.
Wait till you hear this.
I said, no, it's no wait to hear this. Frank, we're in a meeting, remember we
did
that today. And St Johnstone is...
Oh, Richard Gordon. So you were doing Richard Gordon stuff.
We were into
stats. Doing your job, right?
It's really difficult.
We were preparing.
I was really prepared. So what we worked out is, it took us a while, didn't it?
Aye.
If St Johnstone beat St Mirren,
Took us a while.
they're only 2 points behind.
Aye, that's great.
I can't believe that.
I
can't believe it.
I think they were in here early and you Hankey. I think they were up to something else, by the way.
That's how hard we
Instead of looking at stats.
What, so you think the Hankies came for the two doing something?
Aye, they've been up to something before we came in, haven't they?
Aye.
It's the first meeting I've seen, with stats where both their zips were doing so.
I know.
Do you know what? See if you don't want to take football serious, forget it. Fucking forget it.
We're coming early as well.
Early. So what I'm saying is, I can't believe St Mirren are dragged in, but see if you'd asked me, I watched St Mirren run about February time maybe, when Goodwin left, and they didn't look a good side. They looked as though they were going to struggle to score goals, and that has seemed to be the case. I think St Johnstone are going to beat them.
St Johnstone beat St Mirren.
They're struggling as well though, aren't they, St Johnstone?
They're all struggling at the minute, don't they?
Someone can't get a win. Someone can't get a point.
Can't buy one.
And what's happening? Is it just the managers away and they're struggling?
I think, listen,
He's a good manager,
I just think, I know, but he's coming in, he must have changed the way they play. Jim had them, they're not really a good team, but he had them working as a unit and all that, and all of a sudden, there's gaps all over the place with some of them.
I think coming in at halfway through a season is the hardest job.
I know.
Do you know,
especially a team that's done well for a certain manager. I think it's very tough.
He's got him a certain way, Jim's got him a certain way, working hard and...
You're wanting to put your own ideas across, but Jim Goodwin's had players to fit his system, his style, maybe it's not your...
That's what happened with Maloney as well, didn't it? try to change it too much too quick.
I know, but at least Maloney had a window to bring in his own players. Stephen Robinson's not had that.
No.
Do you know that? It's actually a good point you make that, because see if you look at all the managers that have come in for this, none of them are actually doing that. You look at Jim Goodwin, you look at Maloney, you look at Stephen Robinson, you actually go down south and you look at even Gerrard. He had a good wee start, but it's no sort of working out. So it's difficult when you come in.
You look for that bounce, they've not had that bounce.
So maybe I could be pointing it.
And Mac is absolutely
right. Cheers.
He's bang on the money, because he's probably had those players at St Mirren, Jim Goodwin, playing a certain way and getting the most out of them. And obviously, new manager comes in, different wee ideas, even training. You know, you know that yourself.
What do you do, though?
You know, sometimes they're set in their ways with the training, and then somebody comes in, it's totally changed, just throws you a wee bit.
Wonder what you would do in that situation if you do go in during the season. Do you need to hold back slightly?
But the thing is, you look at them, and Jim will know who's the good players and say, look, just work as a unit and you'll do all right, and they all look good. And then new managers come in and say, right, express yourself, and some of them can't. You know, some of them are trying 40, 50-yard passes and it's not coming off. And it's just, you've got to get back to a unit and just do it simple. I always believe when you're playing bad, just do a simple ball. Get your confidence back. You know, that's the whole team as well. There's no individual. Just pass it easy and get it back, and then the confidence grows. But they don't seem to have any at the moment.
Sometimes you need to take a short-term hit for a long-term gain.
Oh,
good. Like that.
You're right. You do so, but
that philosophy.
But then your short-term loss can't be you getting relegated.
Too long, kind of last.
See if you go in there.
Could they get dragged back in? Can they?
I don't change it.
2 points.
I don't change it much.
There you go. He doesn't change it.
I don't change it.
Do you know
that much? No, not at all. If you get into a new club in your company,
you change it. You change it at the end of the season. You have a look at it. You can maybe change one or two things, but you can't change it.
I think it takes you a wee while to get to know the players, not just in terms of what they're like at training, just away from the ground, even in that dressing room, and get a wee feel for them. I just think managers can be quite, they're too quick to come in and change things too quickly. Letting certain guys, it's a time of season and all where people are wondering where they're getting new contracts or whatever. That plays in your mind. You got to keep them with you all the time until such times as you're safe, and then you can change it. Then you're allowed to bring in the players in the close season. Just get out of the line at the minute. There's a few of them. You're talking about St Mirren.
But he had a group.
St Johnson, Aberdeen are in it.
Individual mistakes. He said, we can't keep doing it. And I'm thinking, you know, that's your players. You need the players on your side.
It's a hard one. It's a tough one.
What would you do though if somebody came in here, right? So he'd sort of Scott Brown constantly. If a guy comes in here and gets rid of me and Derek, what are you thinking?
We'd have a do it.
Continue as normal, mate. Wouldn't give us a second fucking.
You asked him.
Come on.
You asked him to date. We'd have a date.
I've tried to put that point. But you're saying that when you let players are ousted for a dressing room, the manager might not realise what relationship you have with that guy, and that might be your best mate in that dressing room. Next thing, you can't manage on who's mates.
No,
but what I'm saying is you're professional to a certain degree that you'll go out and you'll play it and you say you give 100%, but there's always that wee bit, in my opinion, that's missing. And it's like certain managers I've said throughout my career, there's certain managers that you probably have that you get more out of.
I didn't like a couple managers, but it doesn't stop you getting 100% in the park. I don't agree with that. I mean, if you go out, you've got to give them.
But there's something.
Then you have a problem when you get off the park.
But then there's something missing, I think.
I don't know.
You'll not even realise that.
I think.
I go back sometimes in my career, right, and I look when players, you know, that I had a great relationship with, and then they're away, and then you're kind of, you go and you say, you dig you 100%, but there's just something just not quite there. I don't know.
When I was at St Mirren, that happened. Alec Miller came in and sold McDougall, sold a couple of boys, and I was like, you're joking, man.
What you doing? The manager can't run his team on who your pals are.
I know.
Because we were all close, you get rid of them, and that made me want to move. That made me stand up and play better so I can get a move.
A manager's job as well is to create a right good environment in that dressing room that the players, and that's your job as a manager, keep them happy and get them out playing. So that's part and parcel of management. Not just about what you do in the field, the coaching field and out in the park. It's what in that dressing room. You need to try and get that right mix. All it takes, you know that. We all know it. All it takes is one or two in that dressing room, and the whole thing goes to.
Look at Man United. Pogba's just ripped it ripped the backside out of Man United.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. He should have been gone a year, 2 years ago.
Fergie told him not to buy him. He's the only club that's let him go for nothing and bought him back.
But that's why I'm saying you can't just hang on to people because they're people's pals in the dressing room. Paul Pogba should have been at Man United 2 years ago.
I think part of management now is man management. It's whether you can talk to the players, and I don't think a lot of them can talk to the players.
That's how it's such a difficult gig, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a hard gig. But I just think if you go in there and like you say, you keep it. Like, if I take a job, I can only coach a certain way. I coach how I want to play, so I can't go in and coach Jim Goodwin's way. I need to go in there and coach my way. That's the only way I know.
I'm not saying the coaching system, but you look at, you know, I mean, you go into a club, you look at a team, you watch how they're played, and you can tweak wee things, but no too much.
I've got to tell you about dropping people, right? I'll tell you about the late Tommy Burns, right? God rest him. He was with Gordon Strachan, was the manager, and he would. He's in the office and he says, I've got to drop Paul Hallett today. Got to drop him. And he's going, I don't know how to tell him. He says, I'll tell him. Tony says, I'll tell him. So he's up here and he's going, really? And he's away in the dressing room. All the boys are there. And he says, Paul, he says, you're not playing today for medical reasons. He says, medical reasons? What the fuck are you talking about? He says, the supporters are sick of seeing you pass the tables and Brilliant. That was how he took it.
The nominees have been decided.
Right, aye. Which?
Four. And you got you did Richard Gordon. Can you do the Richard Gordon voice?
No, Simon. As you said, you can't.
That's a wee bit, Richard Gordon. That was good that you tried it.
I need to come in and do mine. That mean? I tried to beat him. So the four nominees, and it is maybe some people may be a bit surprised with the four of them, is Cal McGregor, Tom Rogic, Craig Gordon, and Regan Charles Cook. I think the four of them deserve to.
Aye,
I do. But there's a few others that actually think should have made it.
Is that true?
Vickers should be in a head.
Regan Charles Cook is the top goal scorer this year.
Right away.
He's the top goal scorer.
That's ridiculous. For a season.
Tells you teams are more interested in not losing than trying to win.
I know, it does, doesn't it?
There's not 13 goals.
13 goals,
like,
top goal scorer.
11, 9.
Surprised at that, even like for your Celtic and Rangers. I don't know where. I know Kale has been out, but
right.
Still 13 goals. But I think the three for me, the three that should have maybe been there was Barry Mackay.
Right, bang on them. You said Carter Vickers.
Carter Vickers, Mackay, and I think Tavernier, he's got.
I think that's
the three.
But let's be honest, let me tell people don't know this. These players get picked way back November or something like that.
No, it's the last couple of weeks. You get sent out. It's the players that pick it.
Players pick it, aye. But, so I think the three, but on the four that have been nominated, out of the four, who do you think deserves to win that?
Cal McGregor.
I would say Cal McGregor there.
Oh, aye, without a doubt.
I don't see enough of Cal McGregor. The games I see him, obviously, the big games.
Gordon.
At times,
Gordon,
you know, he's...
Aye, is.
Gordon, aye. But I'm glad you've said Carter Vickers.
Aye.
Absolutely. Tavernier, the goals he's scored. He's just top goals. 12
assists.
he scored in Europe.
12 assists.
Unbelievable.
Penalties.
Well, by the way, look at his assists and all. His assists are incredible. Incredible, honestly. It's
I like Tavernier. He plays every game as well. So, never enjoyed Tavernier.
So we're kind of guilty in a sense. We always look at Celtic and Rangers. And I'm glad you said Barry Mackay as well. Yeah. Hearts have had a brilliant season. And he's been a key figure in that. So he has Barry Mackay. I even like the boy Kingsley.
He's been a great season, right?
You know, so then you start to kind of look outside the box.
He just signed a new contract with Kingsley, because his contract was up on it.
I think Mackay.
Who's the top six? Who's the top six? Then I'm just saying, sometimes we should look at Hearts. We should maybe look at Dundee United. The wee boy Levitt, what a goal he scored. He's had a good season. The big boy Ross Graham, big centre backs come in.
A young player ahead.
Aye, all these guys. They just sometimes for me. And I think they got overlooked, Macca. And I think we're too quick to look at Celtic Rangers. Look at Hearts, how Barry Mackay's knowing that. That's it. I know Craig Gordon's in there. And right,
so is it the players that vote?
Unbelievable.
I think it's the players that have. We vote for the players in the league. I think it is.
But that's the best you can get, isn't it? The players voting. They're playing against every week.
I just think McGregor's consistently been excellent. And maybe a position that people maybe thought didn't suit him. The centre that Scott Brown's played for all these years. He's went back one. And
he's a good footballer.
I think he's actually suits it better than Scott Brown because he's
controls the game, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And different in a way.
But he had to learn that. He never,
he's a clever football player.
When he was in there with Scott Brown, he's playing forward more, but he's just clever, isn't he? And I get you. Good
Scott
lads.
Brown's more combative, but he goes about his work and right, he's clever but quiet and effective, and that's it.
I think for how Ange wants to play, McGregor's a much better fit than a Brown type. If you're going to dominate,
I think McGregor was out.
Aye.
For a few weeks. And it was when his face. Celtic didn't look the same team. Without him.
I said to him when I seen him, it's the best thing. Not the best thing's happened to him getting a sore face, but he got a couple of weeks.
It's not the best thing to it's the best.
Aye, the mask looks good, but he got a couple of weeks off, and he's not had that in
you wear a
years.
Saturday nights, innit?
The young player of the year was a bit baffling to me, to be honest.
Strange.
Right, Conor Barron's in it, right? Which I know he's a good young player, but he's only played like, what did he have? A spell at Kelty. And then he's maybe played 6 or 7 games for Aberdeen.
He's going to be a good wee player.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying he's not a good player, but I don't think he's done enough. But if you're looking at it for Kelty, Jamie Burr-Jonas has been their outstanding player this season.
And that's what I'm saying, they don't look good wee player. Burr-Jonas, midfield
He's had
player.
a great season, that boy. But when you look at Bassey, how's Bassey on it?
So what's Barron's? Is Barron in there on his form for Kelty or for Aberdeen?
See before,
Bassey.
what is the age? What's the cut-off?
32, I think it is.
32, aye.
What is the cut-off for the young player?
22 or something.
No, I think he's older than that. I think it's 23.
Right, well, Bassey's knowing that it's a disgrace.
Because
he's 22.
Anybody won it? Anybody won that? Yes.
He's had a phenomenal season.
Anybody else on here won that?
Have you won that, have you?
Of course I have.
Young player of the year? Came out.
Thank you. How Bassey's knowing that then? Who's the other nominees?
I don't think the young players with the
Young players were Abada, I always get that wrong. Conor
Barron.
Fuck, who was the other two?
The printer broke this morning. I was trying to put them on. Fucking nightmare.
Who's the other two? Oh yeah, Calvin Ramsey. Calvin Ramsey, that's right. And we'll get it.
But I mean,
see,
Richard Gordon. You're right, Richard Gordon.
Charles Cook,
it's not so easy. No.
And who? Ramsey and Barron. Again, they're in a kind of, well, they're in obviously in a struggling
team.
Aberdeen
That's a
side.
good point as well.
So I kind of tend to look up the way and see who's been kind of more successful. But then I go, I'm kind of contradicting myself and I'm saying just don't look at Rangers and Celtic. But how you can't have Bassey in there? I'm scratching my head with that one. So
Nathan Patterson.
Well, I'm confused.
Nathan Patterson.
I don't even think he barely played, did he?
He never played.
He hasn't played again.
Right, hold on then. Go back to what I said earlier. What about the boy Ross Graham at Dundee United? He's had a cracking season.
Can it be?
How's he know that?
Although as Graham only came in since kind of Christmas as well now.
Aye, but he's played
Didn't
in
give
games.
Patterson play.
No, I get that.
Do you know what I mean?
How many games has he played? 4?
Aye.
5?
And I think Ramsey's not played.
I think Ramsey's played quite a bit, hasn't he?
And Barron. I don't know. Oh, was it? So it's
Who's the sorry mate?
Josh Doig.
Oh, Josh Doig. Nah, I know had a great season for him. Better last season.
I just think that young players.
I think that's the beauty of it because it's. I was going to. It creates discussion, no arguments, but there's a few you think, wow, how can he not be in that? No, Bassey. For me, the big boy Graham. I like the wee boy Levitt.
Young player. I totally agree with Derek. I think he should be in there.
He's a crack. Anytime I watched him live, I have about 4 or 5 times this season, and then obviously watching it sports scene. He's a terrific wee player.
Yeah, good mention.
19.
Yeah.
Good player. Is he on loan for Man United?
Man United. He plays with Wales in that as well.
Top drawer.
Yeah.
I know that was baffling, that young man. Then on to the managers one.
There's only one winner.
Dingus.
Ange, Robbie Nielsen, Dick Campbell, Malcolm Mackay and Dingus. He made it at the end.
Aye.
Manager of the year,
Dingus
boys.
sneaked in at the end, aye.
Dingus.
He's wanting all the heating turned off
Dingus
in
has
the Hilton
never
front of
sneaked
the
in
walls.
anyway, I know.
He's not wanting me like that. Imagine him sitting at the Hilton. No, name me'll get that fucking heating up as
Get a heat up.
collecting that one bollock.
But listen, on the managers, Malcolm Mackay's had an absolute fantastic season. I thought, a lot of other managers, I think, could have been right down that relegation battle if it wasn't for him. He's been excellent, but he's not done just enough to get Mav to win it. Dick Campbell has been
unbelievable,
sensational. Robbie Nielsen is actually incredible what he's done this year. And never in the championship last season. He got him a cup final, third in the league by a landslide.
19 points clear.
Remember we were talking about it. Some of the fans wanted rid of him. Crazy. But then Ange in the final. I think Ange wins the league. He's got it's a certainty in it. I think but Dick Campbell's been magnificent.
If Dick gets Arbroath up, I think Dick will get it. If he gets him promoted.
Is it then?
So the playoffs.
When is it? When is it?
But, aye.
Is it the end of the season?
Is it awards before the playoff games?
For me,
If he gets Arbroath promoted, mate, he should be manager of the year.
for me, there is only one winner.
If he gets him promoted,
Ange has been, hey, listen, I'm not getting.
if he gets him promoted, he should be knighted.
Phenomenal.
He's brilliant. He's
The way he slowly turned Celtic round.
he phoned me last week, Dick. First
it's
thing, yeah. I was like,
Can't you?
how'd you get away with that?
I just can't get my head around it. For a
brilliant.
part-timers, you know, to take it to the second last game of the season. Still, sorry, but I wasn't thinking that.
What a good game it was.
I never seen it.
Exciting,
I did. I was gutted that I never seen it, but I just think that Campbell without a shadow of doubt. And not just that, he's there's a guy that keeps a dressing room happy. He knows how to kind of.
But I know, but you're talking about if Ange wins. I know, but he's changed that team so much.
I see.
It's with scratch. He's changed it. He's got, McGregor. That's the only one that's playing regular in it.
I expected Celtic to be 20 points behind Rangers this year. To be
Taylor in it. That's the two, and Ralston maybe. That's it.
Yeah.
Aye, so
I would go Dick if he goes out. If no, I would get Ange. But if Dick gets Arbroath up, I would get to Dick.
Well, I said that it's with two in a minute.
But
Malky's done brilliant. They've done brilliant, and Robbie. So.
See what Rangers have done in Europe. Should Van Bronckhorst have been considered?
Do you think Robbie Nielsen looks like that guy out of Lord
Saw about the league. Saw about the league, innit?
He's quite a handsome guy now.
Who?
Lord Farquhar's not handsome.
Farkas?
No, out of that.
Good talk about
Not Shrek.
He's right, Farkas.
Right, when you watch him, something.
Should Van Bronckhorst be on it?
Considered for the European run of it. I think the league was just too much.
What if he wins?
Too much of what?
If he wins the European
Europa Cup,
Scottish Cup
it's
as well.
bonkers, isn't it?
I know. It's not going to help.
It's not bad if he wins the Europa League in the Scottish Cup.
So, sometimes, I think you were touching on it, they're made too early.
Too early, I think.
Yeah,
and a lot of
definitely.
them.
Did you ever win a Players Player of the Year?
He just taught you when the young player.
Did you?
I won it at my club. I won them one year.
Players one?
I think
Maybe your good self.
Or something.
Maybe your good self.
Never.
Even a boys' club? Come on, you must.
I think so. I struggled to get it.
His mum and dad done awards every year.
Aye, have any awards or dress up.
What is the award again? It's that big thing that we had at the Hydro's the award.
Aye.
Always fighting it.
And then they get locked in the room. The winner gets locked in the room for the rest of the weekend.
used to.
Rest of the week.
Covered under the stairs.
My family's getting obliterated, aren't they? And rightly fucking so. Right, boys, on to the recruiting. Right, here we go. On to the recruiting. I'm going to go with you, Derek.
Right.
I like to start with you as always. The nation's favourite by a landslide.
Housewives' favourite.
Housewives' favourite at a landslide. And I don't think you're getting enough away for the housewives in that house where you're getting up to
I think
over 10 o'clock at night, by 10 o'clock. And they women with their sitting there with their husbands, you want to know what you're doing.
I know.
So if you want to stand up now and do a speech for the women, on you go.
because I think when this camera zooms in on you, I think a lot of women will be sending their husbands out the room.
Fuck, get out.
I just wanted to be me and Derek. What are you doing, mate?
You're right, so this is going to come out, right, Derek? This is going to come out.
Let's just do the curtain.
Wait a sec, sorry, Derek. This is going to come out, and they're going to go.
So what's going to come out?
Oh,
I don't even want to do it.
So what would you say to housewife fortune?
What does that mean, second phase match day? Second
I've got
phase.
no words. I've only got words from a good lady. The only
Lick
one
your lips or
woman.
something, lick your lips.
Well, it's only one woman
Yes.
in my life.
Put your finger in your mouth.
30 years.
Yes.
30 years.
No, 100%. That's
There
what.
you
Well
go.
done, sir.
Look, you're,
I
But
know.
no, but Derek, that's what I'm saying. You're right. But that's what they
imagine her putting
aspire
up
to
with
be.
me. She deserves
No, but tell
a
the
number.
camera, tell the people watching.
Aye.
I want to just do the curtain.
Right, here we go, Derek. Sorry for putting you in that position.
Yeah, she did. I'm a bit embarrassed.
Can you do the curtain in a sexy way?
Absolutely not.
Right, here we go. I'll start with Aberdeen against Dingus. Naked Dingus.
What about
Naked.
Charlie Adams dive? That was the best dive I've ever seen in my life.
It's just embarrassing, man.
Did you see Boydie do that? It was Western well in his recovery and all
Is
that.
it? Goodness. My God.
He had got a few
No
people for
words.
going down too easy as well, hasn't he?
Oh,
It was
no.
brilliant. He couldn't stop laughing. Anyway, go on. Sorry.
Right, I'm going to go with law averages here, right?
That was for the housewives. That was for the housewives.
Aye.
Right, because Aberdeen need to produce, I think they've not won in 14 games or something incredible. So they're at home, they're in a relegation battle,
Yeah.
they need to come up with the goods.
So
So it's massive.
socks up.
It's not that. Pulled her tights up.
Hold up, tights up, there you go. There you go. Oh,
He's Dundee.
He's done it.
I mean, Dundee.
Telly's been switched off.
Right.
He's like that, buried at the pillow.
There's somebody chuckling in the background there.
I don't know what's happening today.
And there they are.
Right, here we go, Derek. So you go Aberdeen, mate?
I'm going to go with Aberdeen. And I tell you what, I can see them not playing that well and just getting a lucky goal and just getting them the win. But Dundee are fighting for their lives and credit to them. Under McGee, they're lost, but they're not winning. Dingus, but they're not winning.
But Dale, so we're talking about player of the year. Your boy scored 10 goals last season in the league.
He's on 14, but then Mack has gone like penalties don't count.
For a centre midfielder, that's
Only
a team that's not played.
No, it comes with your boy.
I tell you what, a wee bit on Lewis. This will no face him games like this because
he knows he's leaving at the end of the season.
Here we go. An absolute cracker, St Johnstone, St Mirren.
Can I get back on
Sorry,
it's because he's been. See, at Aki's, they're used to fighting for their lives. So it's nothing different to him. So he'll roll the sleeves up.
He's rolling. Took socks up, sleeves up.
Going to roll, and he'll get tore in, and he'll enjoy the battle. So he will. So I'm just going to go for Aberdeen to edge it. I think it'll be a horrible game, but it could be one that just comes off somebody's back.
So he's asked you St Johnstone, St Mirren. Can you please just say for the Housewives again? Can you say that one of them needs to get their finger out?
One of them needs to. Oh, why?
See when you away used to just have an effect on this. Is that an effect on me?
Is that a new jacket say you've got?
Where's your helmet? Is that a big helmet you've got?
Right, Derek, St Johnstone, St Mirren, come on.
Right, I don't give a shit.
Who cares?
I'm going to. What did I say last year? I think they'll get a draw. Draw written all over it. There you go. So I'm going for a draw.
Right, okay, mate. We'll go. I'm just trying to make.
Richard Gordon would never had these sort of pauses, would he? Would be banging it out.
Aye, okay,
Dundee
right.
United, man, that's a hard one.
You're right there. Dundee United, Motherwell.
Dundee United, Motherwell. I'm going to go another draw. There you go.
Oh.
Didn't I do the Celtic game, so we've already got our predictions on that day, someone else.
Oh, fuck aye.
Keep it to the Saturdays.
Right, Saturday's not a problem. And then we'll go with our boy Andy against Big Milky, Ross County.
And I'm going to go, I can't keep past Hearts. You know, I just like to look at Hearts. Not just Gordon should have been voted for, well, it's PFA or whatever it is. I think Barry Mackay, Kingsley, and there's a lot of good players. I'll tell you what, another one we mentioned before we go into the
No, one.
Beningame, good player.
Beningame. Here's the one I was thinking about. Beningame in Midley Park. Good player.
Say it slow.
He's great. There you go. So that is my cooking. Thanks for
brilliant.
There you go.
Outstanding.
Right, so we've had the Housewives favourite. We've now got the what's the men version of Housewife? House husband favourite. Frank McAvenny.
There we go. There you go.
So can you give me a message?
Granny favourite.
Can you give me a message to the house husbands out there?
Aye, the grannies out there.
Yeah, get a job. Get out there and get working.
The grannies?
No, the men, housemen. Right.
No, but what would you like? So this was your section of the show.
I like to say nothing.
How would you like them to watch your section?
Yeah. I know there's nobody watching, but anyway, good talk.
Take yourself maybe into the kitchen.
Take control of yourself. Take control. Right, come on. Let's go.
Right, I'm going to give you a team that you know a lot about. Livingston versus Hibs.
Right. Wow.
You've got tears in your eyes.
I know. I have. I'm going to go with Livingston one. Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Right. I think. Yeah, they'll just the plastic. I don't think Hibs got decent players, Hibs, but if it was at Easter Road, I would have said Hibs. But Livingston on that plastic, I think it'll be a good game. But I think Livingston.
Say plastic one more time, just
plastic.
Right, and then we'll go Aberdeen Dundee. I want your take on it. Oh, Aberdeen, there's a bit of needle there, isn't it? With the two, again, that needle's back.
What's that way?
Lewis and Charlie.
Yeah. Aye.
Can't wait. I might watch that game actually.
You're going to it,
Might go it.
I think Aberdeen will beat them. I really do. I just think Dingus he's done all right getting them together and got them off. They're off.
So you just go and play.
Just go and do Gommy's business.
He doesn't bother his backside.
It's I think Dingus will get them. Have to beat, but I think Aberdeen will just just edge that one. I think it's going to be 1-0 or something like that.
You've obviously seen Dingus naked.
Oh, aye.
What's it like?
Aye. No, it's not a good sight. It's not, honestly, it's not a good sight. It's not just...
Right.
It's not. You wouldn't wish that on anybody.
We'll go for your old club. It's a relegation battle. St Johnstone versus St Mirren. Think of all the buddies that are watching this.
I know, but I'm just... St Johnstone, I've got a wee feeling for St Johnstone, sorry.
Wee tingly feeling?
Aye, wee tingly. I think St Johnstone will beat them.
Damn.
I do. I just think they can't buy anything, so...
The house husbands.
They've not even
house husbands.
They've not even looked like winning team. Not some of the games. So
Just put their head in the.
we'll keep it. We'll keep it. Battle of the Saints. Battle of the Saints.
Nothing.
Aye.
Still know how to put their arse in them.
Right.
No, Dingus can't too much heat. Too much heat for Dingus.
What about Tumbledon?
I'd love to see you all leather.
To see what?
Full leather. Full leather.
Where'd that come from?
I don't know. That's quite
Sorry.
It's the mind.
Just one eye. So you can see tears.
No, right.
Have you done your kitten?
No, one more.
No.
Right, I'm going to give you another great game. Dundee United Motherwell. Tony Watt Derby.
Yeah,
Your wee mate.
I think Tony will score and Dundee United will beat him.
Wow.
Charlie
You
McGrew.
sorry, we keeping you up.
Sorry, I know.
We keeping you up now.
I was like, oh, 70 to get a shower, but
Is it?
just start to struggle a wee bit. On you go, sorry.
Right, here's one. Frank, go and ask your boys, Kip.
Right, okay. I am going to go with the easy one. Dundee Motherwell.
Dundee on the playing Motherwell. Dundee United there.
Dundee United, sorry. Dundee, might be. Dundee United.
Do you want to do one each? You do it and you do it?
Dundee United.
Right, I'll go with Dundee United there. Home.
Yeah.
Because he had coffee with Charlie the other day. He's like, oh, that's pathetic.
Nothing to
It's
do.
pathetic how easy Sweden is.
I'll give you one, right?
Nothing
He's
to
meant to be a Motherwell. He's meant to be an ex-Motherwell
Right.
legend, and
I'm going to give him that one.
he's so easily led.
Give him that one.
No,
So you're one who did it.
That's
No.
Hibs. What are you thinking? No, I'll go with. We'll go with the Aberdeen game. Aberdeen Dundee. I want
Just
to know
wanted you to say that.
I want to know your.
Say something like
I want to know your thoughts on it because they are struggling a bit. The Dons.
So it's
Dirty Dons.
I'm going to put my neck out in the line and say Dingus is going to win.
Right.
And the reason I say that is the Dundee players all week.
freezing.
Looking at seeing naked.
You're all bollock naked, weren't they? Imagine you walk by the Rogers when they get naked in the training pitch. No, I think Dundee and Aberdeen only played for it, are they?
No.
Aberdeen, mate, still. Oh, big
Stay
time.
up. They're
Are they
still in
second
the
place,
relegation, aren't they?
Are they?
Aye.
Aberdeen will win that then.
Who are you going for?
Dundee.
Dundee.
Right,
Are you going
okay.
for Dundee? So no one of games since Mark McGee's came out. You think they're going to beat
That's my
Aberdeen at
first plan to do
Sodry?
it. That's my first plan.
Right, okay. You lost the plot. It's a good one. St John's.
They'll end up winning now that we've
St
done
Johnstone versus St Mirren.
I'll go with St Johnstone.
Oh.
that. Any reason why?
Home crowd.
Yeah.
St Mirren up there.
Aye, I think so. That's what I think.
Scorer.
Anyway, go on, you give me the next one.
No, give us a scorer for St Johnstone.
Oh.
Fight me.
Mate doesn't even play.
We're playing Saturday, but played well this week.
Aye, is it? Well done.
Right, and last but not least, we'll go with Davy Martindale. We wish him all the best.
Yes.
He's a wee.
So he did.
Did he?
Aye,
What-
so
Yeah,
he was
he's
in
still
hospital
with us,
last week.
Was he? Why? Was it?
Kidney stones or something, so I think he's hopefully he's on the road to recovery.
Wow.
But so they're going up against Hibs. Good win it was for Hibs.
Marvin Bartlett won it. He's a good manager, then.
He won last week. No, he was in the stand actually.
Who was he?
He took it.
He was on the phone.
We
Who
did.
was so-
Clone won it. He took it.
Livingston against Hibs.
Livingston, home win.
Livingston is
I think so.
simple.
Do you know
as
who's
that.
good for Livingston?
Straight
Wee
to the
boy
point.
Bailey. No,
Aye, yeah, in the middle of the park.
Bob
Aye,
Bailey.
isn't it?
Bob Bailey is good.
Oh, Bailey. aye. They started singing.
Bye, bye, Miss American.
Big thanks and beauty.
How good is that?
Do that for the.
You're there anyway. Oh, how good's Big Tyson?
Aye, a hero.
I love him, by the way.
Do you?
It's not about the money, it's not about the...
Have my
Do you believe that nonsense?
Aye,
Just
aye.
give 100 million for a fight.
He'll
The
get another
Gypsy
100
King.
million. Hey, cheers, boys.
Cheers, lad.